It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. First play is to the air. That pass is complete to McBride. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
The give here on second. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now we'll take a timeout as they work on the injured player, and it's Chris Olave who's in some pain. Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They'll run for this. The 1st and more inside the 45. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First tone of the game for James Cook. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They go play action on first. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Trying it left side with Cook. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. Setting up a throw. On the move, headed right. He connects downfield on 4. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Cook. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Another one for Cook. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a gain of 2 and maybe a goal line stand here. It's 4th and goal. This is Cook on the handoff. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. Nevis with a point after. And the Seahawks respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. He fields it from the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw now. He's got him. That's McBride. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
To the air, 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find Trey McBride. To the left with 4th down here. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it'll be Seahawks football. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. He's on the move. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Now a give to Cook, running left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. The return begins on their side of midfield. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Saints will get set to take over. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He cuts it rough, and he's out the clear. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints need only one to take the lead. Groupie to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete to Coleman. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 46. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Third down from the gun. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Jeff Okudah with the INT. And the Saints take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Throwing deep down the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
From their own end zone, and he gets it away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. And they'll pitch it out to him. Give him 13 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Flushed out of the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Cook trying this one up the gut. Cuts right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal. Cook will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. Nearly an interception on that play. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Back to throw, needs the end zone. Forced out to his right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Blown back, gets the handoff. And working a couple of yards past the line. Brought down by Riq Woolen. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 37. Dumps it off to his running back. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Fits it through the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Throw on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 35 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. They'll try the right side with Cook. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks with a chance to break this tie. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's a give to Cook. There's a big hole left. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Cook does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. With the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. They're throwing it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
All or nothing here, 4th and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Nevis with a point after. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Shaheed now to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. Oh, the football's loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down. But
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. McBride hauls it in. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
that is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Has a lane inside the 25. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. Look into the air here. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
He runs this down to around the 12-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Only only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Throwing now, needing a first. He's got it to his running back. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Only a couple there, but still in good shape. Only 3 yards to go here on 2nd and goal. Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. To throw on 3rd and goal. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints cut it to just a point before halftime. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Now it's Cook. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 43. Bails out of the pocket quick. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run it from the gun.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Pass play now. Connects with Cook. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Pass play coming here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. He's going to throw this one. He's got Harris. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take the lead right away in half number 2. Mevis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Come out throwing. That pass is complete to McBride. At the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints start the second half with some needed points. Trey McBride, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Saints tie us up 28-all. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. They're on the 24-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. They go play action on 1st. Intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints are going to take over after the interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Drop it! And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. To the outside and complete to Olave. Don't think he's going to get much, if any, as he heads out of bounds right near the line. On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And now it's 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's Cook. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Stopped on the play by Za'Darius Smith. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Looking to throw. He finds it beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. Headed out right. Connection made with his back deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
This is Cook on the handoff. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. Call it 4 yards from there, partner, and still some ground ahead. Second and goal coming up. They'll try and throw it here. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So now, here's third and goal. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be touchdown short of the marker, so fourth down coming up. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Less than a yard, all that's needed on fourth and goal. Trying it left side with Cook. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks take a fourth quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Shaheed now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, first and 10. Hand off to the back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Back-to-back carries here. He's out in the clear. Along the sideline inside the 25. Is across the line for the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a fourth quarter lead. Missed to go up by a field goal here in the fourth. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints push their lead to 3. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up second and 1.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Second and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's a give up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Now run by Cook. As Has a lane past the 45. Through the 35. 20. 15. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Shaheed now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Into the hands of Olave. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Running for the marker on 2nd. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll manage to get this one down to the 27. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 27. Taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Here's the give on 3rd and short. Space to the left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a fourth-quarter lead. Missed to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints push their lead to 3.
Seahawks 42. Mike Murphy to kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a give to Cook, running left. Jukes out a one-stop. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. They'll try the right side with Cook. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another one for Cook. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Make it a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
He rolls to his right. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Gets this one to Harris. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Airing it out on first down. Pass complete to Cook. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks down by only 3. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Here he is to throw. Taken in by Harris. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Cook. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
QB sneak coming. And he's brought down for a loss. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Ooh-wee, Kate. No secrets there, no subterfuge. You can look that up in the dictionary. They lined up like it was a sneak, drove it forward, and absolutely outmanned and outgunned at the point of attack.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. No gain on the play, and they remain just short of the end zone. It's 4th and goal.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. He can't find the end zone. They stop him, and they'll still trail as they turn it over on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. So this will win on the road for the Saints. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from Seattle.